friends, today I am not here with a craft project. Today we are going to make this terrarium. This is my old fish bowl which I converted into a terrarium. I am not a professional in this. I learned this referring other tutorials and videos. I can add the link of those videos in the description box. It might be useful for you. I can confidently tell you one thing. This is a successful project. It's been 3 months since I made this. I didn't want to share the video as soon as I made it because I wasn't sure whether the plants will survive. So I waited and watched, and now as you can see, all the plants are nice and happy. So I thought I'll share the few tips and tricks I used to make this step.
First, let us make the layers ready. We are using gravel or pebbles as the first layer. Activated carbon or charcoal is going to be the second layer. I bought this from a nearby aquarium. Third layer is the soil. Here I have mixed the potting soil with some sand. When I removed the cactus from its pot, I got this sand from that. So I am adding little of that also to our potting soil. These are the cactus and succulents I have chosen for my terrarium. We have kept all the layers ready. Now let's arrange the layers one by one to the bowl. Let's add a generous amount of gravel as the bottom layer to allow maximum drainage. Now I am arranging the gravel towards the sides so that it's visible from outside. This gravel layer acts as the false bottom of our terrarium. It collects all the excess water. In the glass bowls like this, we don't have a drainage hole. Therefore, it's necessary to create a false bottom to compensate for the absence of a drainage. We are done with our first layer. Before adding the next layer, I am keeping a net over this gravel layer. You can use any kind of net which is not metal and which doesn't rust. Here I am using a nylon mesh. We are keeping this net to avoid the mixing of the potting soil with the gravel layer. If you don't have a net, take a plastic sheet, poke some holes on it and use that. Now let's put some gravel on top of the net so that the mesh stays in place. After this, let's add activated carbon layer on top of the mesh. Charcoal is an absorbent. In case of extra moisture, charcoal absorbs it. This activated carbon layer keeps the fungus and bad bacteria down. So, this layer is very important for a terrarium. As you can see, I am building up the carbon layer towards the sides so that the net is invisible. Now comes our third layer, that is the potting soil or substrate. I am adding the soil towards the sides at first and then I am filling the center. When you fill the potting soil, you have to maintain the same level everywhere. Now let's plant the cactus and succulents one by one. Before adding the plants, I have kept a driftwood towards the center of the bowl. Now I am arranging the plants on both sides of this driftwood. Try different combinations. Once you're satisfied with your design, you can put more soil and plant it. Before planting this succulent, I am adding some big pebbles towards the edges of the glass jar just for the beautification purpose. Now let me plant the succulent and finish that side. While we plant the succulents, there are chances of soil falling over the succulent. Slowly blow with a straw and clean the leaves. Now I am planting cactus towards the other side of the driftwood. Different tools are available to make terrariums. I don't have any of these, so I am using my hands and my spoon. I am finishing this side of the jar by adding some sand as the top layer. You can add 1 or 2 more cactus or succulents to this bowl and finish it. But make sure you don't overcrowd the jar with the plants. I have mixed white gravel and multicolored stones and adding it as the top layer of this side. Thus we have finished planting the succulents and cacti to the jar. Now let's add some other elements and give a character to our terrarium. I am adding a big stone over the sand layer. These are the pieces of the bark of a tree. I am keeping it on the white gravel layer. I am also keeping this miniature figurine inside my terrarium. Keeping this owl in a corner also gives a character to our terrarium. You can add whatever elements you want and make your terrarium attractive.
When it comes to the maintenance of the terrarium, watering is the key. You should not overwater the plants. Once in a week, take water in a syringe and drop towards the bottom of the plants. Everywhere you don't have to pour water. Just keep the tip of the syringe to the bottom of the plant and water it. I always feel you should add some driftwoods and stones, some big pebbles and stones to accessorize the terrarium. That gives a uniqueness and character to your project. Since I like this owl so much, I have added it here. It's all up to you. Whatever you want, you can add. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching today's video. We'll see you next week with another easy DIY session.